Excuse the weird position I'm sitting in, but there's so much sun coming through the window. I'm kind of, because I'm behind this wall. Good connection. Okay, good. So I had to have extender Wi-Fi portals put in my house because the Wi-Fi wasn't reaching this room. And my brother took us like 3 hours to try. Oh shit! I've got to return a phone call. I've just remembered. It took us like 3 hours to sort this out, and he was just bamboozled with all this information, and none of it made sense. He finally figured it out, but I had to keep testing to see if the connection was okay. So I went live twice by accident. Oh, just not by accident, but just to test. So it wasn't a proper live. Morning from Scotland. Morning from Spain. Hi guys. Hi Jamie Dean. Hi Ellie. Hi Danny Marie. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm trying not to sit in the sun because if I go like this, the sun's setting in my window. What's happening, guys? Okay, I'll try and put another pillow on under my arm here. Sorry, guys. That's better. So the other thing I was setting up my podcasting equipment, and he worked it out for me because I couldn't figure out what I was recording it into. And he was like, you just need a software to record it into. I was like, I can't work it out. I'm too retarded to figure this out. And he like figured it out in 2 seconds. And I was like, oh, now I can do my podcast and my MP3s. I had all the equipment, but I couldn't work out how to record. I'm a bit dumb like that. Any questions, guys? Morning from the UK. Morning from Bulgaria. Oh, from Toronto. Hi, Loz. I just wanted to thank you again for the aha moment you gave me last night about my dad's issues being about him, not me. I was and am enough. Yes, darling. If you've had a narc dad, don't you worry about that, darling. That's their own crap. They probably had a mother that didn't love them enough or was cold to them or constantly pressured them into being a certain way, or something happened with his parents. It's got nothing to do with you, darling. Now I just want you to see him differently. See him as a loving dad who cares about you, talks about you, focuses on you, and things will change with him. Okay? Hi from Serbia. Ah! Never been there. Been to Croatia many times, but never been to Serbia. What's the name of your podcast? I was going to call it You Run This Shit. That's what I was going to call it. Haven't figured it out yet, but I'm doing it through Anchor. I have done an Anchor podcast before, played around with doing a podcast years ago and never really published it. So I think I know how to use the platform okay. Yes, it'll be on Spotify. They get published straight away to Spotify, which is good. So we'll go Spotify and then Apple when I submit it to Apple. Can I revise? He never cheated? Yes, darling. Absolutely. Just go back to the scene of him finding out that he did or that you caught him or whatever it is and change it. I got offered a new job, Loz, that suits me better, and I'm over the guy that wasn't what I truly wanted. Oh, wonderful, darling. Hooray! I would clap, but I'm holding my iPad. Wonderful, darling. No therapy session gave me such a breakthrough. Can't thank you enough. Oh, wonderful. Great, darling. I just started mine as well. What, your podcast, darling, you talking about? What's it called? What's it about? Good morning, Loz. Hi, Britt. How do I really change old beliefs? I feel like affirming isn't doing it. Well, guys, sometimes you do feel like affirming isn't doing it. If you really feel like it isn't, go hardcore on the affirming. Do visualizations, script the new you, write out the new you, new stories of you, focus on the new you every day. Okay? Lie in bed and imagine the new you. Imagine your new life. Really go hardcore on visualizing and scripting as well as affirming. Sometimes, guys, affirming just doesn't cut it because you're not doing it enough. If you really, really need to revise those old beliefs, go revise them, script, visualize, listen to your nighttime affirmations, do everything you possibly can to change it. Some tips for job seeking. Well, darling, just imagine the job you want, and when you apply for it, imagine you've got it already. Imagine you're the perfect candidate for all jobs, and when you've applied, imagine you have it already. Imagine working there, imagine telling everyone you got the job. That's my tips for job seeking. It's called, oh my God, it's still Wednesday. Oh, is that what it's called? It's, oh my God, it's still Wednesday. Is that about having a shit week and hating your job and realising it's only bloody Wednesday, not Friday? What a great name. Oh my God, it's still Wednesday. That's a great name, Claire. Love it. Loz, people say I talk too much or they get annoyed by me and make fun of me. What do I change? You change the thinking that you're annoying people. I'm never too much for anyone. I'm never too much. People love my zesty personality. They love my vivaciousness. They love how loud and full of life I am. They love my energy. They love me. I'm never too much for anyone. In fact, I'm never enough. Say those things, darling. Try talking to yourself. What's he talking about? Focus on your self-concept, Hallie, rather than on him. Yes, darling, that's true. Oh, darling Hannah, I got your email, darling. I'll get back to you after I've taken the dog for a walk and return this phone call. In a couple of hours, I'll be returning your email. I promise, darling. Read through the news story and some of my scripting this AM and felt so real to me. It's working. Oh, wonderful. Good. Yeah, guys, if you're going to do the scripting challenge, please read back what you've scripted. Don't just write it once. Read it back. How was your day? It was very productive. I got a lot done. Thank you, darling. I figured out how to do the podcast. I figured out how to record MP3s. Tick, tick. I've fixed my Wi-Fi to be better. Hopefully this will be a good connection. Can I manifest something negative for someone else? What the fuck would you want to do that for? Darling, it's called the golden rule. Whatever you send out gets reverberated back. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Why do you want to do that? Hang on. Scrolling down, guys. Whoops, sorry. Pressed something by accident. Why is everyone saying my affirmations but not my SP? Because you've got an old story attached to your SP, darling. A resistant thought about your SP. Get rid of that. You'll get there. You have to trust in yourself, have positive mindset. Yes, guys, trust that this is working even if you can't see it yet, okay? What's this? Mitch Bark started dragging him away but ended up massaging his bald head. What are you talking about, Mitch? I'm so confused. Hang on. Whoa, where's the beginning of this? What? Mitch, where's the beginning of this bloody comment? Hey, Dal, evening. Yes, okay. Where's the rest of it? Where's the... Massaging... Matt started dragging him away, but ended up massaging his bald head with SP looking on, trying to figure it out, lol. Is this a dream? I can't see the beginning, but you had a weird dream where you're dragging someone out. Is it the third party you're talking about? Just above, lol. Oh, yeah, okay, but I can't see the beginning part. Well, that's a dream, darling. It means your subconscious is working and you're getting rid of that fucking third party by dragging him by his non-hair. That's what it is. I can't see the first part. Why does it feel so difficult to let go of expectations? I don't teach you to let go of expectations, darling. I don't know who the fuck you've been watching. Some dickhead who tells you to let go. I don't tell you to do that shit. We want expectations. We expect things to go well. Great. Expectations. Good expectations. Positive expectations. Living in the end. Expecting the best. I don't teach you to let go, darling. Please stop watching, whoever that is. I feel like trying to manifest my SP is keeping me away from others. Well, then don't manifest your SP. Guys, look, some of you don't even seem to want your SP. If you don't want the fucker, don't keep manifesting them because you started out wanting them and now you want other people. Get the other people. I've been binge watching your content. So glad I came across your channel. Oh, wonderful, Steph and Angela. Wonderful. I've been doing so well. Now I'm obsessed with him. I hate it so much. I thought my self-concept was good. Ah, Hallie. Work on it more, darling. Everyone keeps asking for your success stories, but what's the worst thing you've manifested? Oh, a burglary, getting all our stuff stolen in Africa. I wish my brother was here because he could tell you the story. He just left. When we're in Africa, one night we're lying in this tent and a locked door, but it was a tent. And I said to my brother, you know the one thing about renting a cabin here was I read one really bad review where people got burgled in the middle of the night and people came through with knives and slit the tent open while they were asleep and pulled their suitcases out. It just scares me. And he went, the fuck are you saying that for? Now you're going to manifest that? You've fucking put that out in the universe, you idiot. The next night, we went to dinner, came back, unlocked the door, no suitcases. No one else in the entire camp got burgled except for us. And my brother was like, you did that! And we went to South Africa with no clothes, like 3 or 4 items of clothing. My dad had a plastic bag. All his stuff was stolen, everything. Even his boat keys. He lived on a boat. He had no keys to get back in his boat. My poor daddy had nothing left. That's one of the worst things. And I almost got killed once in a car accident by thinking, oh, if only I got in another car accident, I'd get insurance. The next day I almost got run off the road. Do you have a YouTube channel? No, not yet, but I've got things on private. It will be called Subconscious Laws. I promise. By the end of this year, guys, I will have the podcast up, the YouTube up, the courses out, the affirmation tapes out. I promise. And the Zoom coaching, which I think I might do on Google Meet. I've decided I think I'm going to use Google Meet, guys. That was it. Okay, you had a dream, Mitch. Okay, well, that will give a good meaning that you're getting rid of that third party, darling. Hi, Loz. How can I revise childhood trauma? I find it hard because some things feel too massive to change. Okay, Rochelle, look, if you're revising it and it's too massive to revise, they're too big a part of me. Okay, stop thinking they're too big a part of you. Look, go back to the scenes if you can and change them. But if it's too hard to think of the scene, then just go back to just before it happened. Or you can just revise overall your general thoughts about yourself as a child. Okay, I am more than good enough. I'm perfect just the way I am. My body is perfect. I was born perfect. That's kind of revision for me because I've got body dysmorphia. Just saying things like I was born perfect is revising my whole childhood of feeling like I wasn't. Okay, so you can be very general like that as well with the revision. You don't necessarily have to go back to scenes. Okay, you're kind of revising with the affirmations as well, darling. Okay, but don't think your life is too big to change. It's not. It's not. Do it bit by bit. Would that work the same compared to if I had a routine affirm the same? What are you talking about, Paige? Would that work the same too if I had a routine and affirm the same? It's booming. What are you talking about? If I stayed in bed most days and didn't have a routine but still affirm my business. What you mean, you're just going to lie around in bed all day and do fuck all and think your business is going to boom? Well, good luck with that, darling. Why would you want to be like that? Why would you want to lie around in bed all day and think your business is going to boom? Don't you want to actually put some things into the business? Guys, manifesting isn't magic. You actually have to do some things, like launch the business or put the things online. It's not going to just magically happen. Is that what you're talking about? But yeah, you could lie around all day and try it and just affirm and affirm and affirm, see what happens. There's one girl on here who's got an activewear line called Marley Active, and I said to her one day you should change the name to Marley Inactive because she's barely doing anything and it's still booming. Okay. But she did launch it and put it on the web. I feel like I'm over SP. I would love for her to come back, but I'm just over it. I don't feel anything. Really, Owen? Wowzers. That can happen, guys. When you've really built yourself up and you've thought, well, motherfucker, you should have come back by now and I'm sick of fucking waiting for you. I'm going to move on. It can happen, guys. It can happen. I feel like trying to manifest by SP is keeping me away from others' eyesight. Started dragging him away, but ended up massaging his bald head. I have no idea what that's about, Mitch. Please accept Nicola P in the Facebook group. She's been listening to Dylan James. Oh! Look, guys, listen to Dylan James. It's just a lot of his stuff sounds like LOA. But he's good. How to manifest your boss to respect you. I get so respected at work. Everyone respects me. When I talk, people listen. When I walk in a room, everyone takes notice of me when I talk, when I suggest things. My boss loves me. They highly respect me. They listen to me. They love my suggestions. They always want my opinion on things. But stop saying they disrespect you, darling. Stop feeling that way about them. They're so pleasant to me. They're so respectful to me. They always listen to my suggestions. I'm their favourite employee. Better this way instead of the knives at night. Yes. The knives at night was not good. I told my dad I haven't got an accident for a long time. Next day, accident. Perfect. Yep, exactly. I've had an awful time with pets and my business. I thought I was affirming well. Any tips? Well, darling, sometimes things do go to shit. Sometimes things like the old shit's still playing out. Just give it good meaning. Like, oh, well, this is the purge of old crap. Changing all my old thoughts. Good, okay. Well, next on to the good stuff. Can we still do wifey things for them whilst manifesting a relationship, or is that a no? Well, guys, if you're in the relationship, you be the wonderful wifey self that you were before. You don't change it up. Look, but guys, it's what you're doing whilst you're being wifey. If you're being wifey out of fear, then no. But if you're being wifey because you love them and you think they love you, you can do whatever you want. Does your brother manifest? Not really. Doesn't really listen to me. I have to do it for him secretly without telling him. Lois, how do you deal with the monster you created without reacting? Well, if you're talking about your SP turning up not the way you want, darling, you've got to just stare at it and be like, oh, fuck, this is still happening. Oh, shit. Okay. Remove yourself. Go and take yourself to the toilet. Go for a walk. Go sit in your bedroom for a while. Or say, this doesn't feel good. I'm going to go now. Or I'm just not feeling it today. I don't know, I feel a bit distant from you or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to go. You can say your feelings, guys, but try to remove yourself as much as possible or mute yourself if you're going to react. I'm late to the party again. Oh, I haven't been on that long, John. Yeah, that's what happened with my SP. What are you talking about, Olivia? Whenever I have a question on my mind, somebody answers it. It's like they knew what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, I launched it and it's up. Okay, good. Okay, Paige. Well, then sit back in your bed and affirm and get back to us. See what happens. My business is booming. Visual and you will take inspired actions. What do we talk about, Anita? What are you replying to? Where's the beginning of that? Do you recommend an affirmation routine for self-concept and specific things during the day? Well, if you forget to affirm, yes, I would put a little routine in just so you remember. But it's not necessary. I sing to myself, particularly perfect, from Mary Poppins musical. Oh, dear darling, that's great. Are you happier now you're doing your manifestation? What's this? Content full-time versus working 9 to 5. Yeah, I wasn't really working a 9 to 5, actually, to be completely honest with you guys. I had like a business that I just did once a month. I did a sale once a month and made enough money for the month. I run on the smell of an oily rag. I don't need enough money, me, to live. So I was doing that before. I can live on next to nothing. So I wasn't doing 9 to 5, but you did used to do 9 to 5 in England, and I hated every fucking second of it. Every second of teaching I hated. Every second of being a PA I hated. I couldn't stand it. It destroyed my soul. Because as an actor, I'd never been a 9 to 5 kind of worker, and when I became this kind of drudgery, getting up at 6 to get to school by 7:30 and all this kind of stuff, I was just like, and I wasn't a morning person at the time, it just destroyed me. So yes, this is much more pleasant. Do you think it's okay to ignore SP's call if you're feeling in a funk and just continue to work on self-concept? Yes, guys, you can do that, but why are you ignoring the call? You can answer them and say, oh, babe, I'm just not feeling it today. I'm in such a bad mood. I'm so sorry, I just don't feel like talking. I don't know what's wrong with me. But guys, please don't try and ignore them. I don't know. Look, that's totally up to you. If you feel like you're in such bad concept mood, then, okay, don't talk to them and answer them back later. Can you manifest an SP while focusing purely on self-concept? Yes, darling. I feel focusing on my SP isn't working. Yes, guys, just focus on yourself. Whilst my friend makes fun of me in front of other people, should I stop being friends with her or affirm? Well, just affirm she never does that again, darling. She's the best friend to you. She's my favourite person. I'm her favourite person. She loves me so much. She's so respectful to me. She always says kind words about me, and distance yourself from her for a while, darling, if you need to. Imagine the third party doesn't exist. You're giving power to them. Stop it. Yes, John, what are you answering? What? Does my self-concept have to be better than the third party self-concept? Listen to what John just said. You're focusing on the obstacle, and the obstacle will grow. I've got to be better than him. Darling, that's how you got yourself a third party in the first place, because you thought you weren't better than anybody. You thought other guys were better than you, and ta-da, another guy's come along. He's got a big dick than me. He's got a better job than me. He earns more money than me. He owns a black Range Rover. I own a shitty little Hyundai. He's got more status than me. He's got more hair than me. Whatever you're thinking about men in general, you put onto that guy, and now ta-da, he's turned up. I want your self-concept to be better than anyone's. Not that particular third party. I want it to be better than it was before. Stop comparing yourself to them. Stop comparing yourself to anyone, Rob. I want you to banish that fucker from your mind. Just like John said. Don't focus on the obstacle. The obstacle will fucking grow. PA just voted best job in the US. What, being a personal assistant? Fuck that. I hated that job. No way. Laugh my ass off. I just quit my 9 to 5 today. So excited to put all my energy into my business. Wonderful, darling. Hooray! I was being a bit naughty to SP and affirmations to make him think it's all good. Yes, darling, don't worry about it. Stop thinking it matters. Say they love it when I'm naughty. They think they love it when I'm crazy. They love it. He's always on my mind. What can I do? Focus on you, darling. For the love of God, work on your self-concept affirmations rather than focusing on him, please. My daughter blames her upbringing for her anxiety issues. Does this mean I believe I'm a shit mum? Yes. So if your daughter's reiterating back to you that you've kind of done something wrong in childhood to her that caused her to be the way she is, you think you've done something wrong. Do you beat yourself up a lot? Do you criticize yourself a lot? Are you self-critical? That's why. Do you think your daughter is upset or not loving having the life that she loves, or struggling? Then she will continue to struggle and say things like that to you. Stop thinking about her as anxious, struggling, having issues. Stop thinking of you having done something wrong. Been working on my self-concept so much, so I'm not even really thinking about SP. I know he's mine. Wonderful, Chrissy, wonderful. How to get constant and consistent contact from SP. Exactly what you just said. They are constantly and consistently contacting me. How come some teachers similar to Neville say that acting in the 3D is important in manifesting? Well, look, Neville didn't say just sit around in the lotus position and do fuck all. He said, go about your day as you normally would. You have to live in the world of Caesar. You have to earn $1. You have to pay your bills. Otherwise, your electricity will get cut off. Okay? He didn't say do nothing at all, ever, ever, ever. He just meant do nothing to force your manifestation. He didn't mean stop living your life. He just meant do nothing to force it to be so, your manifestation you're trying to consciously manifest. Don't go up to the person who you're trying to manifest and say, you love me, and only me, and shout in their face. You don't go up to the job interview after the, job interview and go up to the people trying to decide and say, I'm the best candidate, aren't I? I know you're going to think that. You're not forcing the 3D, but you still go about your day and live life and do your job and things like that. He didn't say don't do that. He didn't say lie around in bed just thinking about it all fucking day. Thanks, Loz. Relieved to hear that. Well, good, Rob. Fucking stop that. How can I manifest clients for my online business? I have so many clients. My online business is run up its feet. I need to hire staff. I've got so many goddamn clients. I don't have time in the day. Make him obsess meditation. Yes, I will do one of those. My SP has read my message after a week. What's this? Of leaving me undelivered after listening to Jasmine's Make Him Obsess meditation. Oh, really? Oh, good. Yeah, her meditations for SPs are really good. Her manifesting videos are terrible, but Make Him Obsess meditation, I must listen to it. Sounds great. They're good, her meditations. How can I manifest clients for my online business? Another one. But focusing just on me makes me feel like they're leaving my life, like I've forgotten them. Well, darling, if you think that, then that will be true. Don't manifest that. Don't think that. Ex-husband has unblocked me. Oh, wonderful, Nat. Love it. Shuffled on Spotify today. First song pops up. Shuffled. First song pops up. I knew you were waiting for me. Lyrics so spot on. Oh, yes. Who is Jasmine? Where can I find her? I think she's called Manifest Fast with Jasmine. Her manifestation videos are terrible. Do not watch those. But her meditations are quite good. She's really descriptive in the way she does them. Thanks, Kat Louise, darling. How often do I visualize? I don't know, darling. How often are you doing it? Oh, look at that massive jar with fireflies coming out. How cute. I think I'm going to go for self-concept. What's this? Obstacles are irrelevant. Yes. Where's this one? I just missed it. I think I'm going to go for self-concept only, Feel confused that now my SP is off the pedestal. Yes, when they're off the pedestal, guys, it's hard to think of them too much. You think, that guy's a bit of a fuckwit. You start thinking of all the issues they've got and you're like, he wasn't that great. Focus on yourself. I dreamt about him last night after falling asleep, visualising us. Dreamt he messaged me. Wonderful, darling. I stopped working. I couldn't take it anymore. Now I manifest money. Do you think I need to work? No, darling. Well, if you don't need to work and you're manifesting the money, well, fuck, don't work. Go ahead. All right, guys, I've got to go soon because I've got a million things to do. This isn't going to be the longest live in the world. So please do follow me if you don't follow me already, guys. Put the notification bell on the top of the page and do come to the Facebook group Subconscious Laws. I save all these lives in there. All right, guys, and I have posted a Q&A forum. If you want to put the questions in the page, do it there in the Q&A forum, not on the main page. Just search Q&A forums or questions in the topics. All right, and the hashtags. All right, guys, I will see you soon. See you later. Bye.